Hey everybody, happy Thursday. It's 7:30-ish Eastern time. I wanted to, first of all, give you an update, reminder, if you want to join in, we're doing a Zoom crew hangout session tomorrow, 8 a.m. I will post the Zoom link probably tonight, if not tomorrow morning, and then we can just hop on Zoom and say hello. Hey Rayanne, long time no see. So if you're interested in a little interaction with the other crewbies, love to have you. Hopefully it doesn't get too big and too overwhelming, but I think timing might be tough for some of you, so we'll do another one at a different time. I wanted to talk to, now that I got that out of the way, today I want to talk about the opportunity that comes with all the challenge that we're facing right now, because I think it's easy to get bogged down in all the terrible stuff, right? Yeah, I think so too, Rand. It's easy to get overwhelmed and just kind of want to give up. What is this here? And I've been listening to a lot of podcasts, a lot of webinars. I've been talking to other people in the industry, trying to figure out where the opportunity is. Because obviously with a big struggle like this, sometimes it's hard to see that. But there is going to be a significant amount of opportunity, and there already is starting now. So I want to talk a little bit about that, get away from the doom and gloom of all the what if, hopefully not, we don't want this to happen, and focus on the, oh, this is really cool, I could use this, I could leverage this, and I can see what happens. So it's a really cool time to pivot. It's a really cool time to think about what's next for you. If you're an instructor and that is your full-time job, and right now you are maybe doing live classes, maybe not, maybe doing them for free, maybe getting paid, hopefully, it's still like really scary. What's next? Are your places going to open? I think this is an opportunity for you to consider a few things. One, this is a little doom and gloom, but it comes with opportunity. A lot of studios and gyms, I'm talking like 30%, maybe 40%, will not reopen after quarantine, or they will try, and within a few months they will probably shut down. But that means that there's going to be a lot of opportunity for instructors to go elsewhere, to try new places, to start at other gyms or studios. There's going to be a search for talent because there's going to be a lot of instructors who leave the industry. So I know, for example, if a couple of the studios near me go out of business, all their instructors are kind of up for grabs, right? And I know who the good ones are, and I know who I'd want to bring on. So that's an opportunity for them, right? If they see it, either with me or another studio, another gym. Another opportunity as an instructor is to start doing live classes or online classes and make it your own separate business. Who says you need a gym anymore? People are now used to finding workouts online. So why not leverage that? So you could create, even if it's just a Facebook group like this, and you charge people $10 a month, 20, 30, whatever you think is worth what you're going to deliver. And you offer live classes in there every day or every week, whatever it may be. Then you don't need to rely on a studio or a gym for your income, and you're building your own business separate from maybe what's to come down the road. Facebook makes it really easy. You invite people to a group. You can even charge them, I think, through the groups now. And you just post a live video, or even not live. Maybe you just post a video of the workout. Be careful with the music licensing if it's not live, but if you don't play music in the background, you don't have to worry about it. I may not go back to a gym ever. I'm not doing cycle online, but everything else. Yeah, I mean, I think the other thing to consider is that a couple things here. The opportunity for helping people with their health. I understand a lot of the industry is going to struggle after this, but on the other end of it, people are going to be desperate to get as healthy as they can, right? Because people are going to be scared about being obese, being unhealthy in general. I mean, people with diabetes, for example, really struggle more with COVID than a lot of other special populations. If you're obese, same thing. A lot of those things add to what we're already dealing with. So there's going to be this kind of push to get healthier. And people are going to look for a way to do it that makes them comfortable. So maybe that means you're offering classes online, and that's how people want to get fit. Or maybe for studio owners like me and Josette and whoever else is on, we have to figure out a way to run our studios that makes people comfortable. But I don't think that this whole scare is going to turn people away from fitness. I think the opposite. I think not only do they want to be healthier, but people need that escape right now. They need the endorphins. They're sitting all day long. They're miserable. There's a lot of depression. Getting people moving in maybe a different way than we're used to is going to be really important. And again, another opportunity. So like we talked about, instructors can create their own kind of online offerings of classes. They can do it through their studio. You'll have opportunities to look for other studios to work for once this all ends. And the other cool thing is, because things are changing so rapidly, if you stay up with this, and I'll try to give you as much detail as I possibly can, because things are changing so much, there's an opportunity to be the first to do something, right? So like the first people that started doing live classes after all of this happened, or virtual classes, probably did really well, right? Because they had that first mover advantage. So you don't have to be the first one, but keeping an eye on, okay, what's everyone else doing? What's Kate doing? What's Josette doing at her studio? What are the other instructors in the crew doing right now? What works? What's interesting? What's different? And what can I try? Alicia, I've enjoyed teaching online, but man, I miss my people. Trust me, I know. I'm sending out a survey to my members actually today, because we're doing virtual classes. But I want to keep our community strong. So we're going to ask if people want a separate Facebook group for community, or if they want to do Zoom happy hours, things like that. So you can always try and do that with your people. You don't have to do it through the studio. Reach out to a couple of your usual riders, check in with them, see how they're doing. That goes a long way with people, especially in terms of getting them back later, keeping that connection alive. And we talked about that a little bit a couple weeks ago in her happy hour, but I think it's still very relevant and very important. The other thing I just wanted to say in terms of the opportunity right now, every state, every town, every studio is going to be different in the way that they enter back into the world after this. So keeping up with what your guidelines are going to be, even if you don't own a studio, if you're an instructor, you still need to know this. Keeping up with those and paying attention to how strict it is, right? So like if I, for example, in Massachusetts, if they come down on Boston and say each member needs 150 square feet to themselves, and that's the max that you can have in terms of capacity, I don't know that I'll be able to reopen for full classes. So I got to get creative then and figure out how can I use my live, my online, and bring that into my studio model. So if something like that happens near you, those live classes, those online classes are going to be even more important. So getting ahead of the game now, maybe doing a little research about how you could build your own group. Maybe how you start is you open a Facebook group, you invite some of your old members, your old riders, just to build some community. And then maybe later that group becomes where you do classes and you charge them, even if it's $5 a class, whatever it may be. And then it's your own separate thing. You don't need to worry about going to a studio or going to a gym. So guys, getting creative right now is really important. I understand the overwhelm totally paralyzes us, and I get that. And again, I'm going to try and give you ideas, but try when you're feeling motivated, try to use that to brainstorm. What can I do? What do I feel like I need to do right now? How can I connect with my members? What can I offer them? How can I stay engaged? What feels good to you, right? It is a great time of opportunity. I know it's scary, but it can be really cool later if you think about it now and how you can make the best of the situation. So maybe not every day you're going to be able to do that. Some days are more down than others, but when you feel good, you feel motivated, you give it a shot, you think about what you can, and you create something new. Anybody else have anything they've been doing lately that's maybe a little bit different from everyone else and seems to be working for you? I'd love to hear. Post it in the comments. Comments are always slow to come up here, but I'll come back and check them. And don't forget, tomorrow, 8 a.m., we're doing a crew hangout. I'll post the Zoom link, free for anyone to join. Just want to hang out with you guys a little bit. I'm always talking at you. It would be awesome to have kind of a group of us just hanging out and checking in with everybody. So I hope to see you there, and I will, if not, I'll see you next week for our happy hour. Okay, guys, have a great rest of your week.